Hi, it's Deja Yetmir from CrochetEverAfter.com, and right now I'm going to show you how to foundation half double crochet. So this stitch is going to combine your foundation chain and your first row of half double crochet into one, and I'm going to give you tips on how to remember the steps to make it easy so you don't have to keep watching this tutorial over and over again. So let's get started on that. Okay, I'm going to begin my foundation half double crochet by first putting a slip knot on my hook. So you can create that however you like and place it on your hook. Then, before I begin, it's important to remember that this stitch is not only creating half double crochets, but it's also creating a foundation chain. So that's going to help you remember these steps. But first we need to chain 3. And that's all the chaining that you're going to have to do, which makes this stitch fabulous for when you have to do a very long foundation chain. Say your pattern says 100 foundation chains and then half double crochet back into that, all those chains. This is what you want to substitute because this will be a lot easier. So just like any half double crochet, I'm going to yarn over before I insert my hook, and I'm going to go into the third chain for my hook, just like a regular, as if you're working a regular half double crochet into your foundation chain. The difference being is not only do I need to create my half double crochet, but I also need to create a foundation chain. So to do that, I first need to yarn over and pull through just that first loop on my hook. And when I do that, I'm creating a foundation chain for my work. Now I have 3 loops on my hook, just like I would for any half double crochet. So to finish off this half double crochet, I'm going to yarn over and pull through all 3 loops. Now this is where it gets a little confusing because it's very small and weird looking, but remembering that you made a foundation chain is going to help you on inserting your hook for your next foundation half double crochet. So you yarn over again just like you would for regular, just like the last time, and then you're going to insert your hook into that foundation chain that you made, and you'll remember it's right here below. And you're going to put your hook through both loops of the foundation chain that you made. So you'll see it again. Here's the 3 loops from the half double crochet that we did, and here's the loop from the foundation chain we made. So we're going to go through that loop, and we're also going to go through the loop right next to it. Then we're going to yarn over and pull up the loop. Now we need to make another foundation chain, yarn over and pull through just that first loop. You see there's our foundation chain. Now we need to do our next half double crochet. So yarn over and pull through those 3. And as I make more of these, it's going to start looking more like a foundation chain and more like half double crochets. Right now it just kind of looks like a muddled mess of crochet. So let's do another one. Yarn over. Here's our loop of our foundation chain. So we go through that loop and we go through the other loop right next to it. And we're through both loops. Yarn over, pull up a loop. Yarn over, make your next foundation chain by going through that first loop. Yarn over, finish your half double crochet. So now I have 3 half double crochets and 3 foundation chains. Let me make a few more so you can see how much this starts to look like a foundation chain once I get going. So we'll do one more, then we'll go over the steps again. But now you can see when I turn the foundation towards you, you can see I have my stacked V's of a foundation chain as if I was working into my bottom bump, so it gives you a really nice bottom edge. And then I have my half double crochets and my top stitches. If you get confused because since both sides look like V's when you're turning your work to start working, just remember that the tail is on the bottom end of your foundation chain, just as if you were doing a regular foundation chain. So I yarn over again, and then I find my, you can also, once you get going, the V's are easy to see. They're easy to see where you're going to insert your hook. So you can see here's my V that I need to insert my hook into. So you can always turn your work sideways to find it to insert your hook. Yarn over, lay over as I always like to say, pull up the loop, yarn over, make your next foundation chain, yarn over, next half double crochet. And that's gonna, if you remember that step, like if you just kind of chant to yourself, foundation chain, half double crochet as you go, it's a lot easier to remember these steps so you don't have to keep watching this video. So just insert your hook under both of those loops, yarn over, pull that up, yarn over, foundation chain, yarn over, half double crochet. So depending on how many, you really want to look not at how many foundation chains the pattern calls for, but how many half double crochets are in the first row that you do. So if it says chain 100, I'll do a shorter number so it makes more sense, chain 12, and then your first row count is 10 half double crochets, you're going to make 10 half double crochets only, not 12. It's counting the first two chains as your turning chain height. So make sure that you're going off of your stitch count, not your foundation chain count. But that is how you foundation half double crochet.